Welcome back to the Target Center for the second half between Hopkins and Forest Lake. At the half, our score is 36-21 in favor of the Royals, but Forest Lake came out strong in the final minutes of the first half, and they made a game of this.
Yeah, I mean, for them, you gotta find a way to grit yourself in that psychological 10-point lead. They need to get under that. For Hopkins, they want to step on the jugular, so to speak, and then just blow this thing wide open because, you know, in the second half, they get it back up to a 20-point lead or close to it. Teams have, psychologically, they tend to fold. They didn't fold Forest Lake when they got the big lead earlier, but second half is a total different story. Things get sped up, you start worrying a little bit too much, and that's going to be crucial right here. The first 5 minutes is going to determine how close Forest Lake can get.
Hopkins' last 7 games have been victories of at least 25 points, so perhaps some unfamiliar territory for them as they face a team that is at the very least close to their equal. Forest Lake is the clear underdog here, but anyone's going to be an underdog against this Hopkins program. Maybe Eastview the exception. That's the top seed. They won earlier today, and there's a chance that those two teams will meet in the finals. You saw the first 2 games. What did you see in the Prior Lake Eastview game and the Maple Grove Lakeville North game?
Well, what I saw in the Eastview game, I'm very familiar with that team from playing them over the years when I was in the South Suburban with my Kennedy team and actually playing them in a couple state tournaments. I played them, and they do exactly what they do, and that's executing their offense to a T. It's not flashy, but at the end of the day, they're 30-0. The game before that it was tough to see it end the way it did, but it was an overtime game of 2 evenly matched teams, and Lakeville North will play a team that they know very well from being in the South Suburban.
Final score of that one, 68-66 in overtime, Lakeville North over Maple Grove. And just as you might have thought, Hopkins draws first blood here in the second half. Raina Suggs adds 2 more. She has 14 points already to lead all scorers.
Well, good job of running a set play right out of halftime and getting a good shot, what you want from a senior.
Groneweg's 3 misses off the rim, and in the fight for the rebound, it's tipped out of bounds. Off the Royals, Forest Lake keeps the ball. Groneweg with 6 first half points on 2 of 6 shooting. She's now 2 of 7. Inbounded to Leach. Leach fires up a 3. It misses short, and it's rebounded by Paige Beckers. Beckers, bounce pass over to Raina Suggs. That shot no good. Second chance from Chikolis no good, and a foul on the rebound.
You got your 8th grader down there trying to tip in offensive rebounds. I mean, this is going to be very tough for Forest Lake right now. Hopkins comes out, they're hitting on all cylinders as far as the set play. Good defensive stand down there. 2 second chance opportunities. And now they're at the free throw line. They're creeping up on that 20-point margin that I just mentioned.
Foul on Van Bergen. It's her first. Battle hits the first of her 2 free throws. She now has 5 points. Battle's next is good.
And as you can see, they're not just going to sit there. They're extending the pressure.
Back in the full court defense that we saw for most, if not all, of the first half.
And that's just, it's not all the time just, forced turnovers. They want to wear you down methodically. And, that's kind of what's happening.
Rice to Leach. Leach sends it over to Groneweg. Groneweg finds a seam in the paint, and she can't get the shot to fall. Here's Battle. Battle with the left hand. First 6 points of the second half go to Hopkins, and that's the last thing that Forest Lake wanted to see.
Wow, how good is she going to be? 8th grader, that just the poise and, the skill is there, but the poise is what's more impressive to me.
Rice on the wing, around a Groneweg screen. Now without a dribble, she needs to find someone. She floats it into Groneweg. Groneweg has to send it back out to Leach. Here's Rice driving in, and she's fouled by Raina Suggs. 42-21 our score, 16-19 to play in regulation. First team foul of the second half, and just the second for Suggs. Nobody with more than 2. And a travel called on Groneweg. Yet another turnover for the Rangers. You can live with them if they're forced by Hopkins, and they're going to do that a lot with their full-court defense, but when they're unforced like that, the travels, the double dribbles, those are tough to deal with.
You know, I would say that was unforced, but somewhat forced, because they've had hands and bodies around them this entire game. They're coming from every angle. You're seeing things all of a sudden. And, you know, I've had teams that way to where you got athleticism, you use it like that, you don't know where they're coming from.
Off the ball, a foul called on Angie Hammond of Hopkins. Forest Lake gets it back, and they inbound it to Maddie Rice. Rice going up against Beckers, and Beckers falls down backwards. It's another offensive foul. Beckers, I don't know if she was truly in position or if she had her feet set.
I think the arm was extended. A little
That's
bit
what
of
it's going to be, yeah.
Hollywood, but, you know, that's part of the game too, you know.
We have the benefit of the replay up on the brand new video board here at Target Center. This renovation's very impressive here. Beckers puts up a shot that misses very short. Offensive rebound on the inside, and that leads to another shooting foul. Chacolas will go to the line.
Yeah, that's another. Chacolas did a good job of cleaning that up, but with Beckers, that's another example of how once she gets stronger, just her game is just going to take on even a new level.
Groneweg with the foul. That's her third. So both Groneweg and Rice, the only two double-digit scorers for the Rangers, the two players in foul trouble.
Yeah. But now she attempted a finger roll there from the dotted line and just doesn't have the arm strength yet, but that'll come, and if she starts making shots like that, I mean, people, we better watch out.
Chacolas makes the back end. It's 43-21. Forest Lake, we saw this a couple times in the first half. A long pass down the court. It's caught by Groneweg like a wide receiver, but she can't handle it as it falls out of bounds.
Yeah, that's another one to where you're just worried about active hands from Hopkins instead of just securing that ball and going up for the layup.
15:35 to play in this game. Battle sends it inside to Chacolas, and Chacolas with another bucket. She's up to 9, and that's going to be a timeout for Forest Lake. Jen Wagner doesn't like what she's seen so far in the second half.
Yeah, that's playing, like I said, Hopkins is smelling blood right now, and, you know, timeout.
We're going to take a break here from Target Center. You're watching PrepSpotlight.tv.
Does your son or daughter have